Welcome to the Newsflash of the 12th of February 2023. This is a Newsflash more towards those people who like software, Linux, open source a bit more, because we don't have so many smartphone topics. MWC just around the corner, so we have to wait for the announcements on MWC. What I can tell you about the MWC is we will see the Honor Magic 5 series probably. The Magic 5 Lite is already out. It's basically a rebranded Honor X9A, I think. I think it's a bit overpriced together with the X8 and the X8A and the X7A that come with like mediocre kind of processors, and the prices are a bit too high for my taste. But this is my personal taste. I think the Magic VS hopefully will be priced all right, as well as the Magic 5 series. Hopefully we'll get a like normal Magic 5, a Magic 5 Pro, maybe even a Magic 5 Ultimate. We will see. Anyway, let's talk about software. We talk about Thunderbird, which is like bridging a little bit smartphone and desktop world, because there actually is no Thunderbird client for smartphones out yet, but the improvements to Car9 Mail, which is the base for the Thunderbird clients, are so obvious that it's clear that this will one day become the mobile version of Thunderbird. And I'm using Car9 Mail here on the Xiaomi 12S Ultra that I'm recording this with. I'm using it on various different other devices, even here on my LG Wing. You can see that there is the Car9 Mail icon there, and it's really a good email client if you want to read emails and have lots and lots of emails write to various different people and so on. This is a new UI, and they're experimenting there a little bit with the UI, improving the Car9 Mail's ancient UI in several parts, though I think in the last couple of years they really improved the UI on the smartphone a lot. Now what is with the desktop UI and the user experience there? This is a big problem for Thunderbird because they have really old, like 20 years plus old UI elements and code in there that is used for the mail client. And this is something that is like very unflexible or unflexible, I think it is the right term, unflexible in certain areas, especially when it comes to, like, for example, more and more touch screen devices that we have built in our laptops and our tablet computers eventually as well, that we want to use maybe a desktop client with. So what they want to do now is start from scratch. So they really say now, okay, the time has come, we cannot like improve the user interface anymore on the current base. What we have to do is create something completely new, throw away the old stuff, create a new UI for Thunderbird. And this is what no one really wanted to do for the last 20 years, and now we really have to do this. And this also monolithical kind of code base that they have is something that they want to overthrow as well, make it more modular, make it maybe possible to have like one Thunderbird client that can run on tablets, that can run on desktops, that can run on smartphones even, with different UIs, but the core stays the same. And this is, I think, a very interesting and nice idea that they have, and this is where this challenge lies in, because of course those changes, those big UI changes, we always saw this with big UI changes in Firefox, lots and lots of criticism. It takes lots and lots of releases to iron out the bugs, to make it more useful and usable. I'm just reminding you on my Firefox videos that I did here, where I said Firefox is unusable on the smartphone. So, and this now happening on the desktop, I think, is a step in the right direction. We have to see how good they are with the first version and how flexible the UI will be, because keep in mind, Thunderbird is running not only on Windows computers or Mac OS, it's also running on various different Linux versions, and I think there are even versions out for Haiku, BOS and so on, FreeBSD versions and so on, various different toolkits. It was always a pain. Firefox theming, GTK themes that it takes, and Thunderbird theming with GTK themes that it takes to make it integrated into a Linux desktop. So I hope that they will work on this to make it more flexible. Sadly, probably they won't use GTK or Qt here. They will create their own stuff again. I'm skeptical. They just should take a look at Flutter or something else that might integrate in every desktop very, very well. Hope they are considering this as well. Finding the right technology here. Qt would be also a very, very good technology. It's also running on everything basically. GTK Plus I'm not so sure about right now. The older versions, GTK Plus 2 I think was working very, very nicely across boards. About version 3, 4 and so on, I'm clueless. So we have to see how this will work out for Thunderbird, but it's a very exciting, interesting thing. And what I want to know from you is, first of all, is it interesting for you to talk about such things as well? And write in the comments eventually, are you using an email client still, like a desktop email client? Or are you just relying on the website of your email provider? That would be very interesting to know. Write it down in the comment section. Otherwise, we talk about this week in KDE, I could say. There is a new KDE Plasma release out there, 5.27, and this new version will be a long-term release, the last long-term release before Plasma 6 hit the shelves. Yeah. It's not really on the shelves, but you know what I mean. So this new version 5.27 will be an LTS release, and it is pointed towards to be one of the most glorious KDE Plasma releases ever, because it has the least amount of bugs, which is I think a good thing for an LTS, a good start at least. On the other hand, does it have enough new features to be very exciting and interesting? And here is something that I want to show you, and this is something new I'm doing in the Newsflash now. I'm recording myself and the audio here, and then later in post-sync I will sync it up here with this thing here. So let me just go to the right desktop and I'll show you one of the new features. Hopefully it is recording now. So here you can see my desktop right now. I have 3 different windows open. There's a new feature in KDE Plasma that was, I think, there before. You were able to do it with scripts, KWin scripts, and now it is basically an option that allows you to tile your windows. So you might know tiling window managers that allow you to automatically adjust those windows. It's like a mess, especially if you're working with multiple windows on one desktop. Windows users, macOS users eventually as well. I'm not sure how many of you know about the feature to use such thing here, virtual desktops and so on, to get more organized here. But it's very, very interesting for certain people to have this feature as well, which allows us to tile certain things. So we all know about the option just to drag one window here, drag one window there, and then we have like 2 windows side by side, and we have the option now, the new option, when I move one, the other one moves as well. So this is one of the new features of the tiling window manager. But there's another option which is very, very interesting. If you have more than like 2 windows open, you have 3 windows open, 4 windows open and so on. You can do it with a mouse, but with the super key and T, we have this new option here that allows us to split the windows, and we get here interesting layout suggestion already for our 3 windows. And what we can do is we could just simply say, okay, we want to do this. So let's go out here, and what I want to do is I hold now Shift down, go in here, and then you can see I can split the window. I can split the window like this, and I can change the layout here according to what I want. So now it is giving me the option here to do it like this, but I also can, if I want to, have the possibility to say, okay, I want to change it, like split here horizontally, delete this. So yeah, I could just have this here, have this there, have a big gap in the middle, or I could like also put this window here on the side, which is currently not working because of the screen recording, I think. But usually what I could do is like having it also down below here, having this up here, and then having this split like this. and now I have like a free window setup, as you can see here, and I can run various different applications like C-Matrix here and some other applications here if I want to HTOP or something like this, and have the ability to use these layouts the way I want to. I can also make it smaller here, and I can drag and drop files and so on. Very, very useful indeed, this feature here, and you can just change it up like you see it here with the with this manager here, which is pretty awesome that it's now built in. I think you might want to have still something automatic, and for this automatic option, just let me go into the system settings here. You still have the option to go into Quinn scripts and get a new script for tiling, and there's K-tile, for example, or you can just search for tiling. Let me search for tiling here, and you should come up with some solutions here, and some options that allow you to use tiling. There's the Snap Assistant, there's Exquisite, floating tiles, window gaps, Modier, tile enhancement, and the one that I like to use is Cronkite, because this is what it's doing automatically, and it's emulating a bit of Awesome and other tiling window managers to automatically perform this. I can just install it, and hopefully it's working on this version. Let's enable Cronkite. Yes, it's working, so it's now full screen, and if I open up a new window, for example this, it like automatically puts it to the right, to the left, and there we go. It has like this kind of layout where you have automatically creating this layout, and if I open up another window, you can see it's automatically resizing everything to this layout. So this is a very, very interesting idea, and especially useful if you have a big screen, want to work with tiling options. Cronkite is the one dynamic tiling script that I would like recommend to you if you want to have it automatically. But if you want to manage it manually, the option here is still working fine. Super T on KDE Plasma. So that's one of the things that I can recommend to you, especially useful for KDE Plasma users. So this is version 5.27 of KDE Plasma, and here we are at the end of the Newsflash already. There are tons of other features on KDE Plasma as well that got updated with the new version. The Flatpak backend for Discover is more stable. The system settings window decoration page looks a bit clearer now. Lots of minor changes there as well. But also significant bug fixes, like Dolphin should be faster with network drives right now. The Plasma Wayland session has better options for Oculus main window that will raise automatically when you are clicking a document and the window is already open. The digital clock widgets month view is no longer sometimes empty, which happened as well. Lots and lots of bug fixes there as well in this new KDE Plasma 5.27 release. This is basically everything for this Newsflash of 12th of February 2023. Write down in the comment section if you like this kind of overview, sometimes also switching to the desktop to show you some nice features. And let's talk about videos that will come out. I talked about, I think, the video Xperia 1 Mark IV against Vivo X90 Pro Plus will still come out. It's already cut it and edited, and thumbnail is just missing, and I will release it next week. Then we have headphones review. I have now the Tanshim Zero here in the house. There will be a headphones review coming, and like I said already last week, the Asus Chromebook that I have here, Asus Chromebook that I have here, I will do a review on this as well as some other videos. And also notice that I heavily, maybe not, but more investing into the YouTube Shorts and TikTok videos. Now that YouTube Shorts is monetized, it makes sense, and I'm just searching for, where do I have it? The phones that I will be using for this are those two phones here. This is the Nova 10 Pro, because it has a very good selfie cam, has the possibility to switch from selfie cam to the back cam while recording 4K, which is very nice. The same basically for the Honor 70, which I really like as well, with its very good main camera. Also has the ability to switch from the front to the back cam, though sadly no 4K on the front cam. But those are the devices that I primarily will use for doing the TikToks or YouTube Shorts. Also very interested if you're interested in those kind of shorts, like in a 1-minute video. Sometimes you can explain certain things where I don't want to record like this landscape kind of video, which is only 1 minute long. So are you interested? Are you watching shorts, TikToks and so on? Write it down in the comment section as well. And that's basically it for this newsflash of the 12th of February 2023. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next time. Bye.